If Caitlin would start her own league with you, I'd give her $100 million and I have as many billionaires as you needed to start a league.
Welcome back to Basketball Strike. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because this story is about to get intense. You guys are not going to believe this. Dave Portnoy, yes, the outspoken founder of Barstool Sports, just dropped an absolute bombshell on the WNBA. And this one isn't just a rant or a bit of shade thrown online. This time, Portnoy came swinging with something far bigger and more explosive. He just made an offer so massive, so record-shattering, it could completely shake the fragile foundation of the WNBA to its core. We're talking about a business move on a scale that could rewrite basketball history forever. A $100 million deal centered entirely around one person, Caitlin Clark. Portnoy stated clearly that if Caitlin would let him represent her or partner with him, he'd make her an offer worth $100 million without hesitation. He even added that if she decided to start her own league, he'd fund it. Whatever she wanted, he'd make it happen. Like millions of fans who truly understand what's happening, Portnoy knows the undeniable truth. The WNBA only has a pulse right now because of Caitlin Clark. Period. The way the league, and especially its commissioner, Cathy Engelbert, has treated her isn't just disrespectful. It's humiliating. That's why Portnoy is stepping up to do what no one else has had the guts to do. He's putting $100 million on the table and saying to Caitlin, "Forget them. Start your own league." It's the boldest statement anyone's made in women's basketball in years. And fans can't stop talking about it. If you think Caitlin Clark should take the deal and leave the WNBA behind for good, Portnoy's words probably hit home. Because this might be the offer that changes everything. Portnoy went as far as to say that if Caitlin Clark decided to walk away from the WNBA today, grab the ball, and start her own league, the WNBA would collapse within seconds. He argued that Caitlin could easily line up billionaire investors and lure other top players to join her by offering far better pay. According to him, it's obvious that she could make it work. But for some reason, the WNBA's leadership seems determined to alienate her instead of embracing her. He expressed disbelief at how a commissioner could overlook and undervalue the very star who's single-handedly revitalizing the league. It's as if the WNBA wants to watch her struggle instead of giving her the respect and support she's earned. But here's what most people missed. This wasn't just a random late-night rant from Portnoy. It was deliberate, calculated, and strategic. He came prepared, laying out a full-scale business plan to back up his words. And after hearing him explain his reasoning, it's hard not to believe that Caitlin herself might already be weighing her options. The question now is how real this offer truly is, and if Caitlin Clark were to take it, could we be witnessing the beginning of the end for the WNBA's current leadership? Because from the way things look, Commissioner Engelbert may have just dug her own professional grave on live TV. Let's not forget who we're dealing with here. Dave Portnoy is no stranger to controversy. He thrives on it. He's a media powerhouse, a successful businessman, and someone who's never afraid to speak his mind, no matter who it offends. But this time, he didn't just stir the pot, he flipped the entire table. What he said wasn't just bold, it was the WNBA's worst nightmare come true. In his latest appearance, Portnoy made one thing absolutely clear. If Caitlin Clark ever decided to start her own basketball league, he would be the first in line to invest. No hesitation. No negotiation. He promised to back her with $100 million and turn the idea into a reality. He explained that if Caitlin truly wanted to walk away and build something new, investors would rush to support her, including him. He believes Caitlin is that powerful, that influential, that vital to the sport as a whole. And when a businessman like Dave Portnoy says he's ready to put his money where his mouth is, people pay attention. This wasn't empty talk. It was a warning shot straight at the WNBA's leadership. If Caitlin even entertained the thought of saying yes, Engelbert's entire system could collapse overnight. What's even crazier is that Portnoy didn't stop at just making the offer. He doubled down, practically campaigning for Caitlin to take it. The passion in his voice was obvious. He wasn't making a pitch, he was making a case. It felt less like an opinion and more like a live negotiation broadcast for the world to see. Portnoy is all in, and everyone knows it. He emphasized that money talks. If Caitlin could offer players the chance to earn 4 or 5 times what the WNBA pays, they'd follow her instantly. He even referenced Caitlin's golf appearance during a celebrity event that wasn't supposed to be televised until fans flooded networks demanding to see it. That moment alone proved how powerful her name is, how anything she touches turns into an event people want to watch. Portnoy summed it up perfectly. Caitlin Clark is one of the most marketable athletes in the world, male or female, and her influence reaches far beyond the court. Before breaking down every part of Portnoy's pitch, it's important to understand why this $100 million offer even exists. Because once you see the staggering mistakes, tone-deaf decisions, and arrogance shown by WNBA leadership toward their biggest star, you'll understand exactly why Portnoy's words hit like a thunderclap, and why Caitlin Clark might finally be tempted to walk away for good. This all started just days ago, when Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier dropped a bombshell during her exit interview. She revealed the private conversation she had with Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, and what she shared was shocking, career-suicidal honesty, as some described it. Collier said she sat across from Engelbert and asked how the commissioner planned to address the ongoing officiating issues plaguing the league. Engelbert's response? Only losers complain about the refs. When Collier pressed further about how the WNBA intended to fix the pay gap for stars like Caitlin, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers, players who are clearly driving massive revenue but making very little early in their careers, Engelbert allegedly replied, "Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything." And it didn't stop there. According to Collier, Engelbert went even further, saying that players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deals she secured for the league. That's right. The commissioner of the WNBA basically claimed that the league deserves full credit for Caitlin Clark's global fame, her sponsorships, and every dollar she's made since turning pro. That's one of the most disrespectful statements any sports executive could ever make about the athlete who single-handedly revitalized their brand. The backlash was immediate and ferocious. Fans, analysts, and even former players erupted on social media, demanding one thing: fire Cathy Engelbert. The sentiment was clear. The league is being run by leadership that doesn't value its players and believes success happens despite them, not because of them. Collier summed it up perfectly. "We have the best players in the world, the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world." As if that wasn't enough, another storm followed. People began to wonder, could there be a sliver of truth to what Engelbert said? That question alone sparked a wildfire across sports media. Analysts dove deep, crunching numbers, comparing revenue trends, and examining viewership data. What they found was a cold, undeniable truth that exposed everything. The WNBA's growth wasn't the result of Engelbert's leadership. It was all Caitlin Clark. When asked if Engelbert deserved credit for the league's recent TV deals, Portnoy shut that idea down completely. "I give her no credit," he said. "The WNBA was struggling until this new class of rookies came along." He admitted that 2 years ago, he wouldn't have even recognized names like Aya Wilson or Napheesa Collier. But Caitlin Clark? She changed everything. Suddenly, people who had never paid attention were tuning in. That's how powerful her impact has been. The numbers prove it. Ratings have skyrocketed. Mainstream networks like ESPN and Fox Sports are covering WNBA games regularly now, something unheard of just a few years ago. Portnoy highlighted that during the season, Indiana Fever games featuring Caitlin Clark often drew larger viewership than some NBA broadcasts. That's not hype, it's data. The Fever's numbers were astronomical, breaking barriers that nobody thought possible. A rookie, in just her first professional seasons, has managed to outdraw established NBA teams in ratings. That's dominance on a scale rarely seen in sports. Caitlin Clark didn't just join the WNBA, she transformed it. Every time she steps onto the court, the stands fill up, the cameras roll, and the world pays attention. She's not just a player, she's a movement, the kind of athlete who changes the course of a league's history forever. And that's exactly why Dave Portnoy's $100 million offer might be more than just talk. It might be the beginning of a revolution.